What's happening? Happy Saturday. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. And I'm talking SEC Freshman of the Year. We got to talking about it the other night on the live, and y'all put some things on my mind. So I had to go back to the drawing board and really think about, if I had really thought it all the way through and considered all the factors. And I hadn't. So I decided to go back and look at some of the phenomenal freshmen from the SEC that I started looking at earlier this season and kind of see how they shook out compared to the list that I had for consideration, and then, of course, my selection for SEC Freshman of the Year. So I'm going to start with Taliah Scott. Now, if you're not familiar with Taliah Scott, she is a 5'9" freshman at Arkansas. She's out of Orange Park, Florida. She's been missing the last few weeks. She's away from the team with a family emergency, but pretty much had a phenomenal season. Averaged 22 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting about 40 from the floor. Arkansas is at 18-12, 6-9 overall, and they're sitting at just about number 9, I believe, in the SEC right now. She's a 5-time Freshman of the Week. She scored 442 points, and she played in just about 20 games. Outside of the scoring, she did some rebounding and assists and steals this year. 65 rebounds, 29 assists, 12 steals, 2 blocks, 68 turnovers. But again, phenomenal freshman, great scorer. I think she would definitely, Arkansas, if they had some more talent around her, I think would be in a better situation. But definitely one to watch. Definitely one that I think has a game that's going to translate to the WNBA. So looking forward to watching her continue to play. Then I took a look at Cess Cody down in Alabama. If you're not familiar with Cess Cody, she's a 6'4" freshman forward out of Valdosta, Georgia. She's averaging about 8 points, 6 rebounds, shooting about 44 from the floor. She scored about 244 points, 193 rebounds, 8 assists, 22 steals, 57 blocks, about 55 turnovers. Alabama is sitting at 9-6 in the SEC, 22-8 overall. She's played in just about 30 games in the SEC and is ranked number 5. I want to say Essence was also a 3-time freshman of the week. Then I looked at Mikaylah Williams down at LSU. If you're not familiar with Mikaylah, 6-foot freshman out of Bossier City, Louisiana. I might be saying that wrong. Y'all know I'll mess the name up in a minute. Guard, averaging 14.9 points, about 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting about 47-48 from the floor. She scored 431 points, 141 rebounds, 89 assists, 37 steals, 9 blocks, about 71 turnovers. She's been a 3-time Freshman of the Week. She scored, like I said, 431 points. She's played in about 29 games. LSU is 25-4 overall and 12-3 in the SEC, and they are ranked number 2. And then the last freshman that I looked at, Milaysia Fulwiley. She's averaging about 11.5 points, 2.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, shooting about 44 from the floor. She scored just about 323 points, 80 rebounds, 63 assists, 50 steals, 22 blocks, about 51 turnovers. She's a 2-time Freshman of the Week. Played in about 28 games, and of course, South Carolina is 28-0, 15-0 in the SEC, and ranked number 1. All of these ladies have had great seasons. They made, I think, they've been great additions, I guess I would say, to their teams. They've, some of them, have had to be the leaders, have had to be the, the stars, the go-to on their teams. Milaysia has been able to kind of be brought along a little bit slower than some of others. She hasn't been thrown in the fire like some of the other names that we know, Juju, Hannah, even Taliah doing a lot of the scoring down there. Arkansas, Mikaylah definitely being called on from a minute standpoint to do a little bit more than Milaysia. So definitely having more opportunities. I think these ladies have had from a minute standpoint, pretty much to affect the game than Milaysia has had. Just because South Carolina is so deep. But even still, probably the one that the person that I was considering at first was Mikaylah Williams. Phenomenal freshman. She's had a great season. But when I looked at the minutes played between her and Milaysia, which was somebody in the chat asked me to do, like y'all really challenged me to take a deeper dive on the numbers before I make my decision, and I'm glad y'all did that because I went back and took a look, and it's like Michaela's playing just about 32 minutes, and Milaysia's playing just about 19 minutes. She's not even playing 20 minutes. She's not even averaging 20 minutes a game, but making a tremendous impact on the game. Like she has a very defined role within the team that she feels very well. She comes in probably with about 4 minutes left in the quarter, and you can count on her to do a couple things when she gets in. She's going to change the pace. Definitely going to pick the pace up right away. You can look for her to try to get an open three down, and you can look for her to try to test the defense to see how easy it is for her to get to the basket. She's definitely going to take a drive to the basket when she gets in, and she's definitely going to try to knock a three down. She will also shoot a three at the end of the half, especially to try to build some momentum going into the next half, or cut into the lead. We've been down at the half sometimes, and you've seen her kind of knock down the three to get us within 6 or so, and then also sometimes knock down the three to get us just ahead a little bit. But she's definitely understanding her role and coming in and growing in that role in a way that has allowed the team to continue to develop and continue to win. So when I think about all of the things that she's been able to do, she's filling up the stat line. She's rebounding, she's assisting, she's stealing, she's blocking. She's double digits in all of those things. I don't think that anybody else was double digits in all of those fields. Everybody might have been almost, but maybe not in the blocks or not in the steals here or there. But double digits in all of those categories, and doing that on the team that's undefeated. The other night against Arkansas, I want to say she had maybe single-digit points going into the third or fourth, middle of the third, fourth, I believe. Maybe she had like single digits, and then just manufactured some points, meaning like made some steals. You looked up and she went from like 6-7 points to like 17 points in the game, just like that, and it was so smooth and so effortless. And like I said, manufactured. It wasn't within the offense. It was just like, I'm gonna get this ball and I'm going to score. I'm going to put my stamp on this game, and that's the thing that I think she's been able to also do, kind of with when she gets the ball. Every time she gets the ball, I know everybody that's watching her play, you holding your breath. You want to know, is she going to do a 360? Is she going to dunk it? She has that it factor that goes along with all of the other things that she has in her skill set. She's such a coachable player. Is another thing that I think I like about her. You can see it in her game, in her growth, in her development. She talks about it. Dawn talks about it. We as fans and watchers of the game saw her get benched against North Carolina. We've seen her get sat down in other situations, and we know that that's due to her. Losing a player on defense, not being so focused on defense. So when she got sat down, immediately she didn't hang her head. She focused. She got an understanding of what happened, and then she made sure that she was in a position not to let that happen again. And those are the kind of things that I think have allowed her to be able to kind of come in and have the impacts that she has with her team in such a short amount of time. So when I think about, wow, if she had 32 minutes that she was out there being able to affect the game, what would those numbers look like? Would it be up to 22, 25 points a game? So again, this is a player that I said was a generational talent. She's the one that I think has the most upside of all of the phenomenal freshmen that are out there this year. And I think that I'm standing on business when I say women's college basketball is going to be different when she's done with it. She's going to change women's college basketball, definitely in a good way, but she's going to change it. It's going to be different when she's done with it, and I'm excited to see it. But definitely appreciative of what she's been able to do this year so far. Looking forward to seeing what she's going to do coming up in the SEC tournament and then on into March. But just wanted to give her a shout out, hats off to Lay with the Butter for a great season so far, and my vote for SEC Freshman of the Year. So y'all jump in the chat, let me know what y'all think. Who's your pick and why? What do you think about my pick and my reasons why? And let's debate. Y'all know I'm not scared of no conversation, so I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all got to say. If this is your first time here, appreciate you coming in and checking out the story. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, like the video, share the video. I'm gonna be live tomorrow for Gamecock Sunday. Gonna be going back and forth between that game and the Ohio State Iowa game because we got some big stuff going on for the end of the season. Looking forward to wrapping it up with y'all and getting into this tournament. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I'm out.